Welcome to OtakusandGeeks.com review of The Ray Redemption. Justin here, and I'll be the one reviewing the film. Before we talk about the stories and characters, let's give a brief synopsis of the film, shall we? In the Jakarta slums, an apartment building has become a no-go area. Even the police are unwilling to enter. It has become a safe house for the most dangerous killers and gangsters. A SWAT team infiltrates the building under the cover of darkness to remove the owner, a notorious drug lord named Tama. First, let me just give a huge round of applause for this movie. This was complete brilliance. Now, on the topic of stories and characters, let me just publicly say this. This is one of those type of movies where you're not going to be focused on the story. It's one of those movies where the story is not what you're going to see this type of film for. Some movies, some action films, you do not go for the story. This is one of those action films that you are clearly there for the action. But since I am going to talk a little bit about the story. Now, the story is going to be the main focal point of a rookie cop named Rama. And this is really like his real first big mission. And he's with his SWAT team, you know, under the captain's orders and stuff. And they're going in there to get this ruthless drug lord who's been plaguing the streets for years. For years, the police has been trying to nail this guy. So, a small division is going in there with the job to either take him out, dead or alive. And for what transpires in there, you're going to learn a little bit more about the backstory of this one character. You understand why he's actually got his own little agenda. He's trying to find someone. There's a connection between him and a certain affiliate of the drug lord. And, you know, it does make it for an interesting story. It does give you a nice background on the characters. But, you know, just at least the main character. You know, he has a wife, he has a kid, a baby on the way. He's very a family-oriented guy. It's a guy that you cheer for. He's honorable. And he's one of the good guys out there. He's like one of those real good cops, because you're going to find out, and, you know, most of his teammates aren't really that good. Some are actually pretty ruthless, and he's that standout good guy cop. But for the most part, the stories and characters really isn't flushed out that much for you to really care. All you're here for is for the action, and damn it, does it deliver. You know, the story, it's okay. I mean, it's a basic setup. We go in, we get out. There's great characterization for the main character. You understand who he is, why he's so mission driven. And, you know, by the end of the story, it does play out very well. I love the theme of you chose your path, I chose mine. I walk this path, you walk your path. I did like that between the two characters, between the rookie cop and the connection he has with a certain character, which I won't spoil because it's kind of a little twist to it. So, story and characters is really pretty decently well, but like I said, it's pretty basic. It's not your main focus for this type of movie. Now, for the acting is really great. I did love the acting in this. I loved everybody's performances, mainly because for action, you know, it takes a lot. A movie like this caliber, it takes a lot of physicality. These guys must have trained, I don't know how long, but the choreography, just to talk a little bit about the filmmaking before I actually go into the topic of it, the choreography in these action scenes is something I haven't seen in a long time. I mean, karate fans or any fighting style type of fan will smile like a little kid at a candy store just watching how wonderful these scenes are. And it's like, wow, these guys did it with stunt doubles, no CG for the most part. These guys did it with straight stunt doubles and brilliant wire work. Unbelievable. Gunplay, awesome. It's just like playing a video game. Awesome gunplay, and the viciousness, the kills, the brutalness, the brutality. This is just an all-out slugfest, and any action fan, any fan that loves to fight in action movies will be proud. I mean, if you're fortunate enough, it's still hopefully it's still playing in some theaters. I know us being here based in New York City, we have the privilege of seeing it. You know, we could catch it in Manhattan anywhere, but you know, for those who are in small states or small towns, I mean, maybe you might have to wait for the DVD to come out, because this is a limited release film. So if you ever get a chance to see The Ray Redemption, just go see it. Action is amazing. I love the cinematography in this. The shots, like this one, not to spoil it because it's actually in the trailer. There is this one fight scene where he takes this guy's head and he's smashing him through every single level of the wall, and you're like, ouch. Brilliant film, you guys. Just action-wise, it's probably one of the best films you'll see it came out last year, but I mean, transitioned over here during 2012. So it's one of the best films you'll see in a long time, action-wise, in any genre, any region of the world. This is definitely up there. Very, very well deserving of its critical acclaim. The acting, like I said, is solid. The choreography is amazing. Wire work is amazing. Story is lackluster a little bit, but that's not the main focus why you're going to see this movie. Go see The Raid Redemption if you have a chance. The final grade is an A+, 5 stars. Brilliantly done action movie. Story is okay. Characterization for the main character is great. The villain is really good and ruthless. And I just gotta bring up this one part, not to give a spoiler. There's this feeling that you get watching this movie towards the last fight, and you're like, you know how you're like playing a video game or RPG, and it's taking forever to beat this certain boss. And you're like, how long is this thing gonna take? That's kind of what the last fight scene is like. This guy just, it seems like the villain, knew every single counter to what the rookie cop was doing, and you're like, man, this guy just doesn't want to stay down. It's awesome. It gives you that great feeling. It's an adrenaline rush that you will not feel for probably for a long time, actually. Just a brilliant film. You guys go see The Raid Redemption. Once again, final grade A+, 5 stars, and for those who like the number score, it's a 9.5. This is Justin from otakusandgeeks.com saying later days. Catch you on the next one.